we look at myth and ritual also being ceremony, what we're actually looking at is a story. It is paying homage to all things that came before you. It is like saying that when you perform in life and you don't call upon the ancestors, it's like you're acting alone. So you call upon these forces to be with you and to guide you. And most of these forces actually represent aspects of nature. In Kemet, they would be called Neteru. The community, as generations go on, create a ceremony, a ritual, either reenacting what that hero or shero did, or it will be reenacting exactly what may have spurred the event on. And so myth allows us to reenact the event through the story. So that when you're looking at the cosmology story, what our ancestors are looking at is that they're looking at the earth. And what they notice is that there are creations that come in the form of a seed, and that the seed placed in the earth, the womb of Gaia, the womb of the living earth, now is going to bring forward plants. Plants are going to go through a growth process. As they go through a growth process, they're going to age. As they age, they are then going to die. When they die, they are going to decay. But after they decay, they're going to resurrect themselves in spring to another life form. So the very first forms of resurrection came from agricultural science, when humans were able to scientifically model life as it related to the world around them. Then these humans, as they started to think, began to look at themselves. And they began to say, but in our science, we also come from a seed. And in this seed, we are then born. And then as we are born, we grow. As we grow, we age. As we age, we die. When we die, our body decays, and then we resurrect ourselves. And that gave birth to the Asarian drama. We are now existing in the cusp. We are moving out of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. Just as it was 2,100 odd years ago, we were moving on the cusp out of Aries, the ram, the family of sheep. The ram is the male sheep. The EWE, is the female sheep. But what's the baby sheep called? It's called a lamb. So the Lamb of God, who will take away the sins of the world, is going to be ushered out of Aries into Pisces, who is going to be the what? The fisher of humans. And he, the Piscean, the fish, is going to lead to the age of Aquarius. When you search for truth, righteousness, and justice, when you look at the laws of the cosmic universe, you come to understand that everything is in balance. Everything comes into existence as it relates to the coming together of two concepts that some people would call in opposition, some people would call complementary. We all understand that each and every one of us is half man and half woman. And out of this, our ancestors paid homage to this. You have Aset, who is known to be the mother of the human family, the wife of the male creator, Asar. Other entities like Ma'at, it was she, the righteous path, that brought things into existence with order and arrangement. And it was her husband, Tehuti, the ibis bird, that would be the wisdom and knowledge. So the way in which our ancestors put it through scientific means and through spiritual means is that in order to be on the right path, you have to have the wisdom to be on the path. But in order to have wisdom, you must be on the path. So in a sense, these are complements to each other. They are husband and wife. And when men do what they're supposed to do, women can do what they're supposed to do. But there are responsibilities as men and women that we have. And women have awesome responsibility. And it is not until the righteousness and the balance and the harmony comes back in the cosmos and on the earth, the relationships between men and women become balanced again. Not to put her on a pedestal, not to put her in front of us or behind us, under us. She belongs beside us. Her role is very important as it relates to bringing the world back to where it should be. And when you go back to African traditional societies, you can see that balance. You can see the respect and the honor that women are given. You also recognize the difference between men and women. There is a difference. But that difference does not mean better or worse, superior or inferior. There is just a difference because in order for life to continue, there has to be a difference between the genders, because when we are in unity, we are actually the original creator God of all. And out of that, we create other little gods who are our children.